Hello everyone, I'm going to be splitting my video into two parts. The first part is going to be me learning about programming. I've been doing programming for like 4 years, and I've actually done the site that I have right here, Recode Camp, before. But I'm going to do some of the parts that I actually missed or skipped or need to do a review. So I'm going to start with this, but eventually in the second part of my video, I'm actually going to get into a project that I had. I'm going to try to get a project that I had online. So this right here, I'm going to refresh it. So this right here is my portfolio that I made a year ago, but I stopped working on it 6 months ago because I found a job, so I didn't really need it anymore. But it's good for me to have it back online. So this is the local version. It's actually not done, so I'm going to be working on getting it online today, and then eventually be working on just having it working, fully working. So this is the site. This is where it's gonna be. It's gonna be in andresgutierrez.me, and then this is the hosting that I'm gonna get. I used to have them before, so they actually might have this site, but I'm not really sure because I stopped paying them. So I don't know what they do if you stop paying after a year. So I'm gonna start with that. So I'm gonna start with Recode Camp, then I'm gonna eventually go to Code Wars. I'll do some of the JavaScript challenges. I'm a 6Q in Code Wars, which is kind of like not a complete beginner, like one level up from a beginner. And I'm trying to keep doing more of this. Maybe by my goal is eventually to get to, so I'm 6 right now. I'm trying to get to, I guess, 5 by next year, 2019, if possible. So I'll do JavaScript. I might do some PHP. I'm not really sure. I know I should. Maybe I'll kind of just look at it. But so yeah, so that's basically what I'm gonna do. Just gonna learn for maybe like 30 minutes to an hour, and then eventually get my project online, and then I should be done with that. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Recode Camp. The reason I have it actually open in Edge is because for some reason it doesn't work in Chrome. It doesn't let me authenticate, so I can't get online in Chrome for some reason. Not sure why. Okay, so this is free Code Camp. I highly recommend, if you're a beginner web developer, to start, if you're beginning learning web development, to start with Recode Camp. Possibly actually start with Code Academy and then move on to Recode Camp, but you could actually start here as well. So I've done these. So what I'm probably gonna do is some of the applied visual design. I'm not gonna do this, even though this is good, but I'm not gonna do that today. Not the responsive ones. Some of this stuff I actually might have done before that just doesn't show. CSS Flexbox, I might do this. I might actually finish Flexbox. Then for algorithms, for JavaScript algorithm, the data structure, I'm probably gonna do. Why is it not going down? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do, because I've done a lot of these. I've done most of these. So I'm gonna do things that I have to relearn or I didn't learn. Because like, even though some of the reasons I didn't do it here is because I might have known it already, but that's not necessarily true. ES6, some of the stuff I know. So yeah, it's basically gonna be an hour of this, and then I'm gonna get onto the project that I was talking about before, and then I'll get on to Thanksgiving. So yeah, let's start. So learn about I'm gonna start with this one here. No, I'm gonna start. Well, this is good. Huh. I'm gonna do adjust the tone of a color because I know what the hue is. The tone is yeah, I'm actually gonna skip that. Create a okay, I'll do this. Okay, let's do this. So, applied visual design, create a gradual CSS linear gradient. And the gradient is basically when they have like two different colors, but like it blends into the different color. So, applying a color on HTML elements is not limited to one flat hue. CSS provides the ability to use color transitions, otherwise known as gradients, on elements. This is accessed through the background property linear gradient function. Here is the general syntax. So we have background, then we have linear gradient direction, color 1, color 2, and color 3. The first argument specifies the direction from which color transitions start. It can be stated as a direction where 90 degrees make a vertical gradient and 45 is angled like a backslash. The following argument specifies the color used in the gradient. So, okay, 90 degrees. So 90 degrees vertical gradient. So that's like columns, and this is kind of like a hill, I think. Okay, so let's try to use it. Okay. Okay. So we have background. Am I doing that correctly? Okay. So we have background. We have background. I'm actually just gonna no. I'm gonna copy this. Okay. Okay, so this is okay, so 90 degrees is basically columns. Columns and transitions. Okay. So let's actually check out what 45 degrees is then. 45? Oh, no, 45. Oh, no, so it's not a hill. Well, yeah, it is like a backslash. Okay. Can I do 75 degrees? Oh, so I could do anything. 180. So that's okay. So that's cool. Okay. Actually 180 I think is what most people would use. Use a linear gradient for the div element. Okay, so we have that part. And set it from a direction of 35. Okay. So it's 35. So okay. I think they want me to, so I gotta get rid of this. So these are the colors. Okay, so if as soon as I put the parentheses, it should show up. Well, I gotta put the correct parentheses. Okay. This is nice. Okay, so this is linear gradient. Basically, you have to do when you're in your element, you just got to do background, and then with the background, you just type linear gradient function. You type in the degrees that you want your gradient to be at, and then the colors that you want it to transition from into. Okay, so running test. I hope I did that correctly. Okay. Why is it giving me problems? That should be right. So I don't know why it's not accepting it. Get hint. I'm not really sure why it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna move on. So I don't know if it's. Oh, that's weird. Huh. That should work. Maybe I gotta use Firefox because this is kind of annoying. I wish Recode Camp worked on here. Oh wait, it does. Okay, yeah, that's enough of Edge. For some reason, it wasn't working on Chrome. Oh, okay, so now it's actually telling me what's wrong. The div element should have a linear grade. The div element should have a linear gradient with the specified direction and color. Oh, so I had background image. I'm not sure why. Why did I do that? So it should work now. Yes. Okay. Okay. No, I'm not gonna donate, but okay. Okay, so we did one. So we did one. Now we're gonna do striped elements. Okay. I'm actually probably gonna skip that. Create texture by adding. This is good, but I'm gonna actually go to transformations. Okay, so we're in applied visual design. Use the CSS transform scale property to change the size of an element. To change the scale of an element, CSS has transform property along with the scale function. The following code example doubles the size of a property of a paragraph element on the page. So what they wanted me to do is increase the size of the element with the ID of ball2. So ball2. So let's go to ball2, and they want me to do the transform, and then scale 1.5. 1.5. Okay. Okay, that should be 1.5. Let's see if that works. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I like doing these actually to start web development because they're not really too hard, but they get you warmed up to do other things. and it's good. It's a good. Some of these things I know, but I don't know 100%. So it's a good. It keeps it in my mind. Applied visual design. Use the CSS transform scale property to scale an element on hover. Okay. The transform property has a variety of functions that lets you scale, move, rotate, skew, etc. Your elements, when used with pseudo classes such as hover, that specify a certain state of an element. The transform property can easily add interactivity to your elements. Here's an example to scale the paragraph element to 2.1 times their original size when a user hovers over them. So, okay. Add a CSS rule for the hover state of the div. So this is how you do it, but I wonder if this is actually good practice to do, because from what I've heard, I heard the transform function is very heavy, so it might make sorry, I'm still new to streaming, so I'm still testing my settings. There's a lot of things that I don't really have down. Whatever. I'm just gonna have a black background. I hope no one cares. Eventually, I'll get that fixed. So what I was saying before, okay, this is how you do something, but I don't know if this is the best way to do it. The reason is, if anyone could correct me if I'm wrong, but anytime if you do transform and transform with everything, it's very heavy on the browser, so it might make it a little slower than another way. Like another way that you could do it, you would just have hover, and then you would just have then you would just do 2.5 everything. So like for example, you would just everything in here, you would just 2.5 it instead of doing transform. So I wonder if that's actually a better practice than this, but whatever, that's a different video. So if anyone actually knows the answer to that, they could chime in. Okay, so let's do this. Add a CSS rule for the hover state of the div and use the transform property to scale the div element 1.1 times its original size when a user hovers over it. Okay, so we gotta make a new one. We're gonna do div and then pseudo element hover transform scale 1.1 and then enter. Okay, we did that. Okay. Applied visual design, use the CSL transform property skew x to skew an element along the x-axis. The next function of transform property is skew x, which skews the selected element along its x horizontal axis by a given degree. The following code skews the paragraph by -32 degrees along the x-axis. So what they want me to do is skew the element with the idea of bottom by 24 degrees along the x-axis by using the transform property. Okay, so bottom is blue. So I'm just gonna copy it so it doesn't take me that long. Well, I'll type it so I could have it in memory. Transform, skew, and then probably uppercase X. Okay, so 24 degrees, and you gotta type TEG as in degree. Oh, okay, this is actually pretty good. Pretty good. Sometimes you see these elements on websites, and you're not really sure how they get them there. And yeah, this is one way with pure HTML to get these type of elements with these angles. Actually, guys, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna nah, screw it. I was gonna fix my background, but I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. So yeah, let's run the test. Submit. And do I want to keep doing this? Okay, create a graphic. How much time am I gonna spend on this? So right now it's 4:40 here. I live Eastern, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on this more. So I'm basically doing the animation part, and I'll just get this done little by little. I'm not really in a rush, but this is actually very useful. It's very good to learn. You'll see a lot of companies want animations. You'll see this when applying for jobs. So it's actually pretty good for me if I do it. So I'm kind of deciding if I should do it. You know what? I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna do this all, and then I'm gonna finish Flexbox, and then I'll go to algorithms. Okay. And the main reason I'm actually doing it is because I know it's just good to learn, and employers like that. I was gonna skip it, but nope. We're gonna do it. So the one that we did before was the Skew X. Now we're gonna learn Skew Y. Applied visual design. Use the CSS transform property Skew Y to skew an element along the Y-axis. Given that Skew X function skews a selected element along the X-axis by a given degree, it is no surprise that Skew Y skews an element along the Y vertical axis. So let's skew the element with ID top. Okay, so let's go to top. So what do we have to do? What do we have to do? Background transform? Is that correct? I'm gonna go back. So we have to do, oh no, transform. So I could just do it transform directly. I don't have to do background. So I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna go here, and I am going to go here. So they want me to do top. So, but they want me to do skew Y, and they want me to do by how many degrees? By -10, right? Huh. Oh no, because I have to write degree. Okay. So everyone remembers it's transform. Wait. So transform colon skew Y. And then you gotta remember to put DEG. Okay, so with that, applied visual design, create a graphic using CSS. Okay, so what do they want me to do here? This one's a little more complicated. By manipulating different selectors and properties, you can make interesting shapes. One of the easier ones to try is crescent moon shape. For this challenge, you need to work with the box shadow property that sets the shadow of an element, along with the border radius property that controls the roundness of an element's corner. You will create a round, transparent object with a crisp shadow that is slightly offset to the side. The shadow is going to be the moon shape you see. In order to create a round object, the border radius property should be set to a value of 50%. Okay, you may recall from an earlier challenge that the box shadow property takes values offset x, offset y, blur radius, spread radius, and the color value in that order. The blur radius and the spread radius values are optional. Manipulate the square element. So the square element, okay, so it's probably this. Manipulate the square element in the editor to create the moon shape. First, change the background color to transparent. Okay. Oh, okay. Is this correct? Transparent. Hmm. Okay. I see. Very interesting. So offset X is the first one for border shadow, for box shadow. Offset X to 20. Okay, that's correct. Offset Y to 10. Blur radius to 0. Oh, wow. That's cool. And then the color to blue. Oh, nice. Huh. Oh, so I didn't do something correctly. But so people kind of understand there was two squares. This square right here where it's white, it's transparent. So I think it's just letting everything through. That's here. And this other square, or no, I think this is just the background. So really we're just seeing the background. It's two things, but just the background. And then the first square is on top of it. And that first square is kind of acting as like a cutting board. So this other one could, because if you change this to red, you see the circle here. So you see how it's cutting it. But if you change it to transparent, then you see that. I hope that makes it easier for anyone else. So what did I do wrong? So 25, 10. I think this is correct. So 25, 10, 0. Oh, okay. That's what I messed up on. So I spread radius. Okay. Ah, so it's a little skinnier. Okay, I see. Okay, so this should work. Applied visual design. Create a more complex shape using CSS and HTML. Okay. I am going to drink my coffee. Apply visual design, create a more complex shape using CSS and HTML. Let's see how much further I have. I have so much. I'm gonna stop there. This is very good to learn. But I'm just gonna do these slowly. I'm gonna do another video again, and then I'll just finish off with this, however long it takes me. It shouldn't take me that long, and this is gonna be a maximum 3 videos, 2 videos, 1 video. I just don't feel like doing it right now. But this is very good to learn, and everyone should learn it. So what am I gonna do next? Am I gonna finish this? I could finish Flexbox just to finish it. I'm kind of far along, so you're not really gonna know what I'm doing. So I might just finish this on my own time. Oh, I know. I'll do a regular expression. I'm kind of far in that too. Positive and negative look ahead. Okay. Regular expressions, positive and negative look ahead. Okay. Look aheads are patterns that tell JavaScript to look ahead in your string to check for patterns further along. This can be useful when you want to search for multiple patterns over the same string. There are 2 kinds of look aheads, positive and negative. Huh. I might do an algorithm and then come back to this. I should definitely do this. I should definitely finish this and do that. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do algorithms. So I did a 6Q an 8Q. So I'm gonna start with a 7. So I'll do JavaScript first. I usually do positive feedback ones. Okay, so I am gonna do. You might have noticed the color of my screen changed. I have a program here called Flux that you saw, but I had it sets automatically, and it was getting kind of red and dark, but I'm not gonna get up early tomorrow, so I don't really need it to do that. But this is good for falling asleep, so you don't stay up all night just on the computer. Okay, so a 7. Okay, let's see, which one should I do? Merge two arrays. Huh. I might do that one. Pokemon Go. I'm doing that one. And the only reason I'm not starting at 8 because I actually did one today. So in Pokemon Go, an easy way to increase your XP level is to evolve Pokemon you caught. Every time you catch a Pokemon, you also receive some candy. The candy is limited to the Pokemon type. A Pidgey will give you a Pidgey candy. Once you have enough, you can spend it to evolve a Pokemon. To evolve a Pidgey costs 12 candy, but you'll be rewarded with 500 XP and 1 extra Pidgey candy. So if you have 2 Pidgeys and 23 Pidgey candy, you can evolve 1 Pidgey for 12 candy. For 12 Pidgey candy, you have 11 Pidgey candy left, but you received 1 Pidgey candy for evolving the first Pidgey, making the 12 you need to evolve the second, and you'll end up with 1000 XP. Okay, create a function that will take 2 integers as an argument: a number of Pidgeys and the amount of Pidgey candy. It should return the maximum XP gained from evolving the highest possible number of Pidgeys. Okay, I get it. Okay. Catch them all. Okay. In Pokemon Go, an easy way to increase your XP level is to evolve Pokemon you caught. Okay, I read this already. So for every Pidgey, I get 1. And I need 12 candies. Create a function that takes 2 integers as an argument. Okay, so I have to return maximum XP gained. Okay. Var. So I do var, but people kind of want you to do ES6 let, but I need to understand it a little more before I start doing let. So var max XP gained. Okay, so I'm gonna start with 0. Okay, so okay, how do I start this one? This is not that hard. Okay, so to evolve a Pidgey, it cost me 12 Pidgey candy. Okay, and then when I get 12 Pidgey candy, and I evolve one Pidgey, I get one more candy. Now I wonder if I could evolve that same Pidgey again, or would it matter? Okay. So if I have if I have okay. Okay. I wonder if I could just evolve one Pidgey, because how do I start this? This isn't hard, but I just don't know how to start it. I'm just gonna read it again. In Pokemon Go, an easy way to increase your XP level is to evolve Pokemon you caught. Every time you catch a Pokemon, every time you catch a Pokemon, oh, so from what it seems, I could only evolve the Pidgey once. Okay, so this is making more sense. So I was thinking first, I could just keep evolving the Pidgey. Like I know you could only do 2 or 3 evolves in Pokemon, but so I could only evolve the Pidgey. I can't evolve the next stage Pidgey. Okay. So if I have 2 Pidgeys, so basically if I have 12, I add 1. So okay, this isn't hard. Okay. So this is easy. This is just gonna be okay. Candy var extra candy from evolution. Okay. Equals candy divide 12. So I'm just gonna console out. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna console.log. I'm gonna console.log this. So let's run a test. Extra can't. Oh, okay. So I got 5.25. That's not what I wanted. So I'm just gonna do a math.floor. JavaScript math.floor. It's just gonna round it. Cause I think I have to have the whole number. Okay, yeah. So math.floor. Because I can't round up. Okay, math.floor. Okay. It should give me the number I want. Okay. Okay, I think we got this. Okay, so run test. So 1125500. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is I got my Pidgey. Pidgeys. Divide parentheses and candy plus 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 extra candy. No. Maybe I'll lower the music a little bit. Okay. So I got the extra candy from evolution. So I have to do Pidgey Okay, so let me just do something. Let me console.log this. Console.log. I just test everything. Okay. 13. Okay. Okay, so I think I have to do var number of okay, so I'm gonna do the candy plus the extra candy. No, this might not be. No, this I might be going at this a incorrect way. So if I have to know how many Pidgeys I'm gonna have, because if I can't evolve a Pidgey, then I can't get extra candy. Because like if I have a whole bunch of candy and I only have one Pidgey, then I could just do it once. It doesn't matter how much candy I have. So this is not correct. I'm gonna leave it there, but it's not. This is not correct. Okay, so but I can make this correct. How do I make this correct? So the maximum amount of extra candy I could get is the amount of Pidgeys I have. So my candy is gonna be okay. My candy is gonna be var. Okay, so my candy is gonna be okay. Microphone, stay in one position. How do I do this? Let me write this down. So the number of Pidgeys is the maximum amount of candy I can have. So if I have 2 Pidgeys, that's the maximum amount of candy that I can have. I think let me see if this works. If Pidgey Pidgeys I think this could work. If Pidgey if Pidgeys, okay, if Pidgeys are greater than, no, let me think this through. What I'm trying to do is find a number for extra candy from evolution. So so if this number is this, if the maximum number of evolutions is this, so the maximum number of evolutions with the candy is possible with the candy. I'm trying to get my project up by 6. I don't want to stop doing this one. This is not that hard. It's just probably a Thanksgiving brain. If Pidgeys is greater than extra candy from evolution. So what is this again? So this is, but I can't get that extra candy. So if it's more, this is the maximum I could get. So right now I'm calculating extra candy. Okay, I think I'm understanding it. So if Pidgeys is greater than extra candy from evolution, this is probably not a good way to do it. But let's see. If Pidgeys is greater, okay, so extra candy from evolution. So the maximum evolutions, the maximum candy that I could get. So if pages, so if I might walk away from this one. Not because it's hard, but I think I probably just confused myself. Okay, so I'm gonna walk away from this one. It's not hard, it's just I confused myself. Might come back to it. So yeah, so I'm gonna do. I'll put my project online. Let's see. So this is my project. Let's get hosting. Yeah, so this is my project that I'm gonna put online. I'm just gonna buy the hosting really quick. So I gotta buy web hosting. So let me buy it. Standard web hosting. Okay, so I'm gonna buy it. So this is gonna be the general gist of my videos. I'm just gonna be learning, and then I'm at some parts I'm gonna get stuck, and then I might come back to them eventually. Like with that one, it wasn't hard. I just got stuck. I just got lost in what I was doing. This thing keeps falling. Right now I'm on the web hosting company site. The company that I'm using is interserver.net. The reason I'm using them is because I live right next to them, so it's very easy for me to get it up and running. and it's very quick since it's right here. Let me see if this works. This probably doesn't work. How do I do this? I'll probably have to ask one of them. This is me talking to the person. This is if you're curious, this is the backend that they use. But I'm just gonna talk to this person. I don't really remember how to do this, and I don't want to deal with this right now. I want to get my website online. I used to have Inter server a year ago. I'm probably gonna have to use, what was it? Namecheap.com. Namecheap.com. Shared. Okay, so I wonder if I have to wait. Okay, so yeah, this is the site. This is my local site, and I'm trying to get online today. I'm gonna stop the stream here. Maybe by next time I'll have this site online. I should have this on GitHub. My GitHub account is it might not be the most updated one, but I'm gonna start updating it soon. My GitHub account is Andres9888. So if you want to see any of my GitHub, I have a few projects. I have a React project. It's a table project. And I also have the portfolio project, but I'm probably gonna start doing more. So if you like this video, if you're interested in learning web development, we could learn together. You can learn from me. I can learn from you. If you're interested in continue watching these videos, so subscribe. If you're not interested, just tell me why you weren't interested. And if you liked it, press the like button below. It's actually probably here somewhere. Yeah, around here. And if you didn't like it, you could hit the dislike button. But if you didn't like it, just tell me why you didn't like it. If the quality was good or bad, let me know. I'm gonna probably be making these videos weekly, and keep getting better at programming, and keep doing projects. Okay, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Good. Eventually, happy New Year's. Hope we both have a good New Year's, and we keep learning programming and web development. Okay, take care. Bye.